video. Yeah, yeah. Alright, now I could do a regular response to old CuntaCoward, but I won't bother doing that. But man, I really do hate this guy's guts. Just so profoundly. It's just the epitome of what is wrong with the wrong humans. You know, the ones who just can't get anything right. You know, the ones who just turn every single thing upside down, and you know, it's just unfunctional. They can't use a single thing correctly, including logic. So anyway, I was thinking of, you know, I had two dreams that are kind of related to this subject. So he's doing this whole depression thing again. Anybody who has a negative perception of existence is just depressed. Yeah. It's just such a crock of shit. And then he comes right out and calls Schopenhauer a coward. You know, because he accepts that, you know, there's this idea of your soul tasting hell if you allow yourself to become an honest intellectual. And I'd say there's a certain honesty in that. There's a certain truth to that fact. You will not, you will not, intelligence will not be your friend. Just won't. Okay, it can be an asset at first. You know, early on in the play you do with intelligence, gaining knowledge. It gives you the knowledge to scheme for your benefit. But then it starts giving you the knowledge to understand that your scheming is fundamentally corrupt and nasty, and will only cause harm in the end. So anyway, so the two dreams, very strange, you know, really strange dreams. But anyway, one's like a military one, be all you can be. So I was, you know, in the military, and I was all psyched for this idea of, you know, just trying to maximize your performance. You know, do the Mr. Spock thing in some sort of realistic way, like you just calculate extensively, disciplined entirely. So it's sort of related to conversations this douchebag has been provoking in some stupid, silly, self-gratifying way. Being all you can be for your own gratification, which is, you know, just so fucking small fucking minded. So obviously I had it more in the sense of, you know, developing yourself into the super mega janitor, you know, being ready, being prepared, being capable of handling any situation, you know, just maximizing your knowledge, using every moment of your existence to either physically tune yourself or intellectually tune yourself, filter, clean, maximize. And so it was sort of an interesting experience. Neither one of these dreams have conclusions, unfortunately. So, you know, that's just unfortunate. So and the other dream was, you know, I got dumped on me, you know. So I ended up with these two kids, two little girls, and they were hiding in my cabinet. And so I'm saying, you can't, you know, you don't have to hide. It's okay. It's safe here. Just whatever. Get out of the cabinets. It's silly. And so basically the story is it's a dysfunctional house. This might be related to math fails videos. I don't know. The guy actually, well, I don't even, it's sort of the movie The Professional. The guy looked like the father of the girl who gets killed in The Professional. You know, just kind of a ratty guy. So he was the father anyway. He was drunk. So he didn't show up until later. And then I was like, you gotta stop being a drunk asshole. You got these two kids to take care of, you fucking douchebag. And so, but it was just, you know, it was just very strange in a dream. You know, my dreams just don't go into this. But anyway, you know, and I like that I was like totally, at least in my dream, I was, you know, totally into doing the right thing, saying the right thing, trying to be helpful in terms of easing the stress. So I ended up in a conversation because, you know, one of the girls became very attached to me. I was trying to explain that this attachment is a dangerous thing. It's fickle, you know. And the desire is like that. That it's this mechanism that just fills you up, full of you'll feel it. You're full of it. Okay, and then when you relieve yourself of it, it can create a vacuum that crushes you. You know, like a bottle. You squeeze the stuff out, and the bottle never comes back again. It just stays compressed and empty. Something like that, anyway. But so I was using those kind of metaphors, just trying to explain that this is not. You're feeling something fine, but this isn't. Life is going to play this game with you, and you've got to be ready, and you got to understand that. And there'll be times when it's worth playing with, and then there's times it's not worth playing with. Those kind of metaphors, just trying to get to the root of it without getting too negative. So I was actually thinking that in my dream. Don't be too negative, because this kid is just a kid, and it's got to live a life. So, but it was very interesting, just in the idea of thinking about what you're trying to do when you're trying to build a person up or enhance a life, because both of the dreams really have to do with that, right? Like, what is the value in life? Is it the value in life your own gratification, or is the value in learning how to maximize your smiley face quotient, like this asshole? Should put his image on here just to make it more real. Isn't he he's just like the poster child for let's just put smiley face on any kind of blood, any kind of guts.
If you're sitting
that's not a good. I had a good one there a minute ago. The little smiley face. That's good enough. That makes him look a little scary. But that's all he's doing, right? He's just talking about what's in your interest. He's not talking about how to become a functional human being in terms of, producing more than you consume. Anything like that. Any notion like that. So again, this is Nietzsche going all wrong, right? This is just creating a praying mantis. This isn't creating something. This isn't creating penicillin. I can't use a natural, quote unquote, organism, because there aren't any natural janitors in the world. There aren't any natural givers, because the DNA molecule doesn't reward giving. It rewards takers. That's nature. The best taker wins. And I do, and we know that it just ends up being gang warfare. So when I say the best taker wins, of course I'm saying in the context of self-sacrificing ants who are programmed to give to the queen, the taker. It's her DNA that goes into the future, the monstrous taker. So that's what I just find so obnoxious about this bullshit conversation. He's saying it's courageous to run away from the obligation, the world of obligation, the world of broken, that is in need of repair, in need of service, in need of comfort, and to obsess yourself with your internal joy pillows, finding the buttons of fun, eat some cheese, and it's all okay. That's his philosophy. That's essentially his philosophy. I had a good piece of cheese today, so it was a good day. That's how deep it is. And this guy's going to call Schopenhauer a coward when he lives for cheese. I mean, I shouldn't have to come up with any more ridicule beyond that, right? That should be enough ridicule right there to say, okay, yeah, you've done him in. You've squished this characterless void of mushy, hedonistic selfishness. Yes. This isn't what you want to be. I guess he's selling something here. Like, look, I'm dynamic. Yeah, even though I'm midlife crisis, silly man, allergic to alcohol now, and I have a sore shoulder. Yeah, be like me, the man. Selling like it's like this is a diet program or something. Like he's selling some kind of lifestyle. Um, yeah, right. God. Yeah, I don't know, you know, just even thinking about babies crying in the middle of the night. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh. So, yeah, no thank you. And for what? The little cheese moments, right? Every now and then, the little baby will wag its tail in a very cute little way and go, roof, 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 and you'll go, oh, isn't that cute? Look, the baby's looking like a dog. Yeah, no, that's just, you can't be more frivolous. You can't be more of a girly brain. Sorry, girls. But yeah, sorry, no sale. And you're going to call yourself the courageous one? I've courageously built myself into some silly thing that, you know, enjoys cheese and watching children behave like dogs. Hmm? In a world, again, the context, billions of organisms every day have their guts squished out of them. And this is what he thinks it is to be mega human. I'm the man. Yeah. Well, if man meant human, yes, okay, you're a perfect example of the generic bug called human on Earth. The scum that has existed on this planet and done nothing brilliant with its mind, you know, except create all kinds of toxins and drugs to like the drunken father, you know, to kill their pain and avoid their responsibilities. Yeah, so their kids have to hide in cabinets. So anyway, yeah, I think I've done my job here. There really isn't anything that, you know, I really got to stop just watching these videos because it's just full of ennui and asadia and this and that. I mean, he has these terms and all this bullshit and all this mumbo and all this jumbo, and you're just like, oh, you know, 45 words for depression. Fuck. So you can just, yeah, he needs 45 ways to say depression so he can slander all of them. Yeah, and it makes it seem like he's really done something impressive because there's 45 of them I slandered. You know, if I can slander all 45, then I must be great. Yeah, well, 45 of exactly the same thing, so yeah, you only beat one dragon there. Only counts as one. But I guess it's just another way of turning everything into Stalin. That's his thing, right? I guess he would have loved the monk or the whatever quotes if he could have come up with a monk quote that was, you know, Acedia is like your soul tasting Stalin's dinner or something. But anyway, enough of that. So it's all just quite insidiously depressing because you're just saying there's no words, I suppose, that'll get through a mind that closed, that stupid, you know, that silly. I mean, if you can look at the world and say there's nothing here to clean up, there's no work to be done, I can just fucking figure out ways to masturbate my brain. And that's all he's doing. He's just engaging in just a constant stream of what else can I jizz on? I jizzed on the cheese, I jizzed on this, I jizzed on that, what else can I, you know, that's all he's doing. He's just looking for shit to stick up his ass and go, ooh, that was interesting. And he's calling that the courageous approach to life. What a hero. Wow. Let's have a parade. Yeah. He shoved a bowling pin up his ass. Yeah. He deserves a parade. So anyway, these people are just pathetic. Pathetic. Gung-ho jihad. I don't know what that means as a screen name. This is a good one. Great antidote. National stereotypes is the way a country would like to think of itself. This is another thing I'm just so sick of, is this constant reference to people as being an ethnic. I'm a European. This, you know, this whole East-West crap. Like there's some fundamental difference, and it really isn't that fundamental. They all buy the same crap in the end, don't they? They're all seduced by the same shit in the end. So it is all just a crock of shit. But even the whole idea of how a country thinks of itself. I'm sure Mr. CuntaCoward wouldn't want to be affiliated or associated with many different people in his country. He would say, no, that is not my philosophy. Oh, no, I don't think anything like that. I'm sure he would like to make distinction and separation, and not to be pigeonholed into being a thing, because he lives in a region. But, you know, this is a guy who doesn't want to be called an atheist, even though he doesn't believe in God. And yet, you will say shit like this. Why? Oh, because that's right. You're all duplicitous. Maybe you should look up that word, people. Maybe you should look up the word duplicitous. When you use the word coward to describe somebody who's talking about the burdens of knowledge, and when you're just talking about the advantages of ignoring truths you don't like. It's inconvenient to my comfort, so therefore I will ignore it. Yeah, so courageous. Fuck. So anyway, I'm done now, I think. Bored enough. That was part of his video too. This whole crap about, there was a little bit out of my dream. It was just this idea that, you know, to maximize your performance is almost sucks up all your energy to actually perform. You know, it's so much work making yourself that once you've done it, you're exhausted and you just don't have any more energy to actually do something with the power you've created. It's like practicing your violin or something. You practice so much that when it comes time to play, you just don't have the passion. These are just so done by the practice. Let's give that a word. Whatever that is. Find a German word, right? Because the Germans always have some word for a thing like that. So, the over-practiced syndrome. I have to have a word for that. Boogermeister. Yeah, alright. I think that was already used, but I like it. So let's go with that one. Boogermeister. Anyway. It probably means mother or something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm done now. But yeah, what I'm really depressed about is that we just can't have a war. Because I don't want to live with these people. They're insidious monsters. So this guy is just an insidious, fucking goddamn disgusting monster. I will glibly tell you what fun it is to be an asshole, to shove shit up my ass. You know, I mean, fuck. Let's see, I love it when he's explaining to his son how life is shoving shit up your ass. You know. Yeah. Fuck. Anyway. I think I'm done. Yeah, there was a happy ending to the little kid story. So it actually did have an ending. Some chick showed up, and then she took him for a walk in the woods, and everything was okay, and then the father was straightened out, and then they were going to go back to live with him. And the last I saw them, they were walking down the sidewalk in the setting sun and such. So it was very nice. Happily ever after, right? Yeah, for sure it was. But from my perspective, it was all just fine.